Hey, if you're watching this video, you want to know all about the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme. I think I got it right. Now, I might have to look at some notes when I go through this. This has just been announced by Rishi Sunak in the budget, and I want to talk about it because I think that if you're an entrepreneur that's self-employed, you need to know about it, right? And you need to know what support is out there for the government. Now, there's two schemes that are rolling out. The next two phases, basically. There's phase 4 and phase 5. And so this phase will cover you up to April, and then there'll be a fifth phase after that. And so for each quarter, you're able to claim up to £7,500 if you can prove that you've been impacted by the pandemic, right? Which is most business owners. Your turnover needs to have been impacted by at least 30%. And here's some good news on this one, which is a bit different to normal. If you've been ineligible for the other ones, you could be eligible for this one. Now, previously, if you've been ineligible, you are just ruled out from. So if you were ineligible for phase 1, you were just ruled out of phase 2 and 3. This is different. So you're actually able to apply and see if you're eligible, even if you've been previously ruled out. Now, unfortunately, if you're a director of a limited company like I am, you don't get this, which is not great. And so the directors of limited companies, they slip through the gaps, and unfortunately, they have slipped through the gaps consistently through this difficult times. Directors of limited companies, I feel, have been treated very harshly. So unfortunately, if you are one of those people, you should go and check the videos that I've got on this channel about bounce back loans, and I'm going to also talk about grants. So do make sure you subscribe to this channel, whether you're self-employed or a director of a limited company. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, because I'm going to have other content for you guys. Now, back to this scheme. So basically, you will be able to take up to £7,500, and that will be each quarter. So you'll be able to get 2 further payments of that. Now, you have to also prove to the government or indicate that you're going to continue trading. And so this will not be for people that they're just going to stop their business and not do anything after this. You need to be showing to them that you're going to be continuing to trade. And I think that will be just a simple tick exercise that you'll assure them that once things are back to normal, you will continue to trade as a business. I don't think that'll be particularly difficult with that. Let's quickly check if there's anything else that you will need to know on this. Yeah, you need to make sure your self-employed tax return is in. That's another consideration here. So if you've been late, some of you I know are late, some of you are years late. Make sure you get those in, because you cannot apply for this if that hasn't happened. And so I think this is a good thing. I'd like to know what you think of this scheme. Look, not everyone's been supported by the government. And I'm a director of a limited company myself. Fortunately, I'm okay. But I do have clients that have had really, really difficult times because they're a director of a limited company. They're kind of been penalised by what's going on. So I'd love to know in the comments, do you think this is a good scheme, a bad scheme? Have you had previous support from the government on this? Or what advice do you have for people during this time? I'd love to hear all your stories and stuff like that on this scheme. But I would apply as soon as you can. These things get really busy, and you want to make sure you've got everything in, because if it doesn't work out, then obviously you want to look at other options. Now, what other options are there for you guys? Well, if you're a limited company, even if you're self-employed, actually, you should still be looking at bounce back loans. They're around until at least March 31st. There is a new loan scheme coming out as well, which we'll get more details on as soon as we can for you on this channel. And so bounce back loan is another option for you. And also grants. right? We've had grants in our business because we pay business rates. We've had a 10 grand grant. We've had a 6,800 in the last couple of weeks as well. And potentially, I think it's looking like we're going to get another £6,000 this year as well, which is great, right? It's useful to have for any business, and we don't need to pay those back. There are lots of other funding schemes and stuff like that are announced. And I'm going to cover all of them on this channel, but this one is particularly for self-employed and the support that you guys can get. So you can get £7,500. That's amazing. Really, really useful. You've got to prove that your turnover's decreased by at least 30%, and you've got to assure them that you're going to continue to trade, which pretty easy to do, right? And so all of that is a good thing. And so those of you that are self-employed, do go and start grabbing that stuff now. I'm going to put a blog post about this in the comments below, so you can click on the link, check that out. And look, before you go, I want to share something quickly with you. Now, look, now is the time to get really good at marketing. Marketing is the most important thing you could be doing in your business right now. Getting and keeping customers. I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Expert Mastery. And so in the description of this video is going to be a link where you can grab a free copy. You've got to pay the postage. I'll pay for the book. That's fair, right? And this will lay out my business accelerator methodology and how you can use that to grow a business, and how you can use that to get clients online really, really fast. So do grab a copy of that. And if you haven't done it already, smash the like button on this. Do subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.